What's going on YouTube? Robbie again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Voyager Sandstorm. Now this guy is a heavy retooling of the Springer figure that I reviewed not too long ago, and I'm a little bit surprised to see that this guy's already out in stores, but he is, so I picked him up because I've heard great things about him, and he looks really nice. And he looks definitely different from Springer. I mean, you can tell there are certainly some similarities, but he is definitely different looking. So we're gonna check out his stats here real quick. He's very decent. I mean, he's mid-range strength. He's very intelligent. Not terribly fast, not terribly durable, but his courage and skill are like way up there. So very interesting. And it says, you know, he transforms from a VTOL aircraft to a Dune buggy and to a robot. Pretty cool. And of course his bio here. Sandstorm lives for action. His only real fear is the fear of boredom. As a result, he takes unnecessary risks, both in combat and out. Risks that can sometimes threaten the success of his mission. He lives fast, loud, and dangerously, traits that make him fun to hang out with most of the time. But his fellow Autobots are getting a little sick of his habit of giving away his position to the Decepticons, just so he has the opportunity to enjoy a fight. So yeah, this guy's crazy reckless, and that's always pretty cool. And some very nice artwork on the packaging here. Very cool. But yeah, let's get this guy right out of the package and see what he's like in person. Alright guys, here he is, Sandstorm, in his his Dune buggy mode. I decided to go with that one first. So here's Sandstorm. You can see he's well, we'll show him off next to Springer here, and you can see pretty obvious differences here. There's been a lot of work done. I mean, it's got the same design underneath it all, like the same skeleton, but these two toys are really different. I mean, just not only the color palette changes this guy up quite a bit, but there is so much retooling done here. It's almost a completely different toy, really. You can see the back wheels here that have been added on. There's just this whole back chunk here is completely new, and we've got the front grill or bumper area. We've got these two bits on the side here, kind of the cage for the Dune buggy. You see the underside here. Rolls perfectly fine. Crazy big tires in the back, and I'll show you real quick. We have the two weapons here. We have Springer's, his little dual missile launcher, and then Sandstorm has a single missile launcher. It still has the same kind of effect where as this one has. It's got the little clip where you can stick it underneath the front of the vehicle in the flying mode. But yeah, very cool, and it of course still fires the missile supposedly. I'm not a fan of these. Yeah, it does not like to fire for me. I mean, I can't say that everyone's will be the same way, but that's my distance. It doesn't even reach the end of the barrel, which is sad. So I guess it goes a little bit farther if I think maybe what's happening is the missile. I don't know if you can tell with the light. It's got a couple little notches in it, so I think when you just fire it normally, those little notches maybe get caught up. It's even got, yeah. So I think if I hold the bottom here, so the tip of the missile is held in place. No, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. How did I do? Okay, so I don't really know. I just can't get it to work successfully. But yeah, you can flip the little handle up, and it's got the little wheel on it for the flight mode as well. So we'll just put that off to the side really quickly, and we'll go ahead and convert this guy into his VTOL aircraft mode. And what you want to do for that pretty simply is take this top part, fold it back. We're actually going to come around here, pull these bits up, pull the wheels, the back wheels up rather. These pieces come out to the side. It's all held together pretty well. You just want to unpeg it from there and pull the little bits back here. Almost as if you were converting him to robot mode, but pull those back, click those into place, and then snap them together. Okay, it's going to be the tail of the aircraft. And then this whole business up front here is actually going to come down to the side. You want to take the I'll tell you what we'll do. Take the this side panel here that covers up the wheels, and we'll pull that out. Everything's a little bit tight on this guy because he is new, and it's nice and tight as it should be, so please bear with me if a little bit of Rob sad force action is required. Just wiggle that up. It'd be a lot easier if the arms were like, there we go. Okay. Everything is nice and solid on this guy, and that one came up with no problem. But so you want to just fold this up here, fold that up there, just so these little wing bits are facing out, and then we're gonna come around, fold the windshields down again as though we're transforming him into robot mode, and then pull the whole shoulder assembly down and back. And basically, yeah, we're just kind of converting him partway to his robot form. Just want to plug that in. There we go. And then plug his arm in as well, like that. And then you just want to kind of leave it back there, just to kind of get it out of the way. This whole front bit will come up and forward, like so. And then this entire back piece, you can see there's these little tabs right here, and these little slots right here. And you just want to plug those in, like so. They don't hold all that terribly well, but it'll do the job. And then you can see on the underside here, there's these couple of slots and these two tabs. And you just want to plug those guys in together, and then adjust the tail fins. All right, and then yeah, just get the got some landing gear here, as well as under the cockpit area, and then you can just turn these guys around, and there you go. You've got the VTOL aircraft mode, or vertical takeoff and landing, and it looks really cool. I really like the design of it. Give me 1 second, and I'll come back and do a size comparison, or not a size comparison, but a side-by-side comparison with Springer. So I'm going to put this down for just 1 second, and I'll be right. Okay guys, so here you can see Sandstorm in his VTOL mode as compared to Springer. And right away you can notice that Sandstorm seems to be a lot bigger. He's just got a lot more bulk to him. I mean, definitely the VTOL engines do certainly help. But overall, and I mean these, yeah, they do a really good job of making this guy look completely different. I mean, obviously there are some elements that are kind of carried over through both designs, but you can see that the way you transform the arms is a little bit different. They just do such a good job that this is really, really, really nicely done. So he's got the VTOL engines here. They can spin because they're also the wheels. The top fan doesn't spin. That's kind of a bummer, but not really a big deal. But you can actually, you know, kind of adjust these however you like. You can, you know, twist them back to, you know, propel them forward or backward or whatever, you know, whatever suits your fancy. And you can also, you know, pose them up if you so desired. They can also go down a little bit, but usually these arms are in the way. So you can still plug the gun onto the top here. You can plug it back here as well. There's another little hole. You can stick it right back there. You can also, as I did mention before, take the landing gear, flip that down, flip this one out, and then push this in, and it'll click just like that. And he still has this little landing gear. He can fly around with the gun on the front of the ship, which I think looks pretty cool. Yeah, so there he is. You can see a lot more of the different detailing between him and Springer here. So to transform this guy into robot mode, you want to just pull the gun off here. We're going to get this little back piece is going to come up and out of the way, and you just want to flip these two bits in like so. Okay. We're going to pull this whole back pack assembly off. We're actually going to flip this bit up and plug it in just like that. And then this one is going to accordion down and in, and it actually has some tabs that are going to just plug in along his back like so. Okay, and we can even move these to the back just to get them out of the way while we're transforming the rest of this guy. But we want to take the front end piece and pull it down and make sure we get his head up and cleared first and foremost. And I think to do that we'll probably need to pull the landing gear out again. There we go. Pull this right back. Yeah, and the landing gear just stays deployed for the robot mode. Let's put this up here. Alright, so shoulders come up, plug in, shoulders come up, plug in, and then the arms are pretty much all set. You just got to come out here and pull his hands out. There we go. Over on this side, pull the hands out like so. Then we just basically want to separate the legs. We'll push the kneecaps up, the knee pads. There we go. Flip his little feet. Come on, feet. Let's cooperate here. Feet. And then the backpack is just going to get pushed up against his back, like so. And you can push, you can position his wheels however you like, or engines. And yeah, very nice. And there we have Sandstorm. And he is very, very cool. I do like him a lot. If I had one nitpick, I would say maybe this thing could, well, I mean, if you don't like it, honestly, you can just have it go down on his back as well. You don't need to have it sticking up if you're not a fan of it. But the instructions just have it going up, and obviously there's the tabs there to kind of put it up. But you can have it just like that, so it doesn't stick up over his back quite as much, over his head. But you can also still position these any way you like. You can have them kind of staggered back just a little bit, one click or so. And that's usually how I display it, kind of like that. Makes him a little more back heavy, but once you put the gun in his hand, it's usually not a big deal. If I can get his gun to do. There you go, just like that. Articulation. And let me show off his head real quick here. He's got a very, very nice head sculpt. Very sharp head sculpt. Not mushy like some of these figures can be, especially the Prime figures. Their faces can come out kind of mushy looking, but his looks nice, nice and sharp. He's got some light piping that you can kind of see going on right there. His head is on a very nice ball joint. Lots of expression going on with this dude. Shoulders are on, you know, swivel and a hinge. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got very nice ratcheting elbows. Wrist can swivel. He does have a waist swivel. Very nice. He's got swivel hips. Back and forth, in and out. He's got a thigh swivel. He can get a little play at the thigh this way as well, just due to transformation. Some very nice knee ratchets. You can hear that. That's crazy loud knee ratchets. No kind of ankle tilts. Sorry guys, but he does have kind of cross-cut feet, so you can get. He holds an A stance very well, but he does have some play at the toe and the heel. So yeah, this is a very, very cool toy. And once again, I'm going to pause the video so I can transform Springer here and show you guys what they look like together in robot mode. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so here is Sandstorm with his mold mate Springer, and as you can see, they look very, very different. I mean, obviously there are some similarities here. You know, the waist pieces and things like that are the same, but almost every other piece on this guy has been retooled almost completely, and I think it's fantastic. I mean, the most obvious of which being, you know, his lower legs no longer house any kind of wheels at all. They're completely full. The waist, the chest piece rather, has been completely redone. And his shoulders are now solid pieces. You can't do the whole flippy thing. And this was only done so you could, you know, more closely match the Nick Roche design. But I think these figures look different enough that I didn't feel any, you know, I didn't feel the normal pinch that I feel when I buy a repaint, which is usually why I generally don't buy repaints. He is such a massive retooling that he honestly felt, even when I just took him out of the package and was just messing around with him, he honestly feels like a completely different figure. And for that, I'm very grateful and very excited that sort of thing, you know, can be done and is being done. Just to definitely give you guys more for your money. I know these Transformers are getting more expensive, it seems, every year, but it's really nice to know that they're doing things to kind of make it more worthwhile. So yeah, I think it's a great mold. It started out as a great mold. Springer is awesome. And this guy does a few things, I think, even better than Springer did. There are things that I think Springer does better than this guy, but overall, they're just two really, really nice figures. And yeah, Sandstorm, totally worth your time, totally worth picking up. So I definitely recommend him. So yeah, that's going to be it for this review, guys. I want to thank you very much. I've got a bunch of stuff kind of in the mail and a bunch of pre-orders kind of waiting to be sent, so I know there haven't been as many new videos out lately. I'm going to try and get as much content out for you as I can. But thanks so much. There's like over 700 of you guys now. That is insane. That is awesome. So thanks very much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely keep subscribing. And let me know what's up. So thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.